just got into a about 8 inches down in that. I think we're into some original ground. It's very spotty in this area. I'm not too far away from where I found the 1913 large cent yesterday, so we just dug our oldest wheatie ever. We got a 1918, so that's definitely within the era of that large cent, and I think that's when it dates to. The park is 1947, so we're definitely within that older era. So yeah, let's see, we're going to do a bit more here and see if we can snuff out some more large cents. See you on the next. Well, here's an interesting one. An interesting imprint. It's down a good 5-6 inches, and we pulled out this young Elizabeth. I think from what I can recall is that this was taken over by the municipality in 1971, and that's when they probably did all the improvements and adding the fill. So I think this and that imprint is on bedrock. So I think this came from there, and then all this soil was dumped later on. So that's a good sign that bedrock is close, because that's where I found the large cent yesterday, right on, pretty much on bedrock. Most of this area was not much soil in the beginning, so most of the soil here has been added. I can't tell what year it is. It's pretty roached, but probably from the 50s or 60s. Pretty interesting. See you on the next. Here's a short wrap-up of our 4-hour hunt to the lake. Nothing too special tonight. Well, I think there's just one that was fairly special after I got it back home and realized what it was, or what kind of shape it's in. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But first we got 23 modern Canadian coppers, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. 7 zincs, 1997 to 2013 pennies. Got a clad American 1997 dime. This was a surface find, Canadian dime. We got a couple of George VI tonight. We got a 1945 in not too bad shape. Oh, except that side, it's pretty roached. It's funny, sometimes you get stuff here that's roached and other ones are just not at all. It's really strange. And we can barely make it out, but it's a 1941 George VI. A lot of crust on that one. And we got a couple of young Elizabeths, 64, 55, 56, and 57. This one, you can see these ones look pretty good, but for some reason this one was just pretty bad. It's a 1956. Yeah, it was pretty crusty. You just can't do anything with these things. And we got one memorial. Not sure what year, but yeah, it's a copper, so it's not the zinc era. Oh, we also got this interesting tag. I thought for sure this was a large cent. It was coming up the right signals, and I dug down about 6 inches or so, and that's what it was. I guess it's an area that has been filled, so that was down there. Now this is very interesting. My oldest wheat penny so far that I've ever found, and would you look at the shape this thing is in? This must have been a brand new drop or something for it to be able to be preserved like this for so long. And it's also in the detail is amazing. It's barely been circulated, this thing. It's got I've never dug a wheatie that was in this kind of shape, and it's my oldest wheatie I've ever dug, so that's pretty special. And look at the patina. This looks a lot like that 1913 large scent I got yesterday. Had a beautiful green patina on it, and yeah, just cleaned up really nice. And you can see it had to have been brand new when it was dropped. And then in contrast, we have this thing, which is a 1927. Actually, my second oldest wheatie. So tonight I got my oldest wheatie and second oldest wheatie. And these must date to the era that I've been looking for, which is those large scents, and hoping to find. And this side is just absolutely roached. So it's very curious how you can get one like this and then one like this. Like I said, I've never dug anything even close to looking like this before. This is just crazy. Well, that's it for tonight's hunt, and nice thing is I have lights at the park, so it gets dark early, so I can hunt at night. So maybe I'll be back there again soon, and we'll see what we get. Bye for now. Well, we're back out at the lake spot, and we're in some reworked soil from the landscaping they did a few years ago, and only about 2 inches down we got a 1946 wheat penny. Well, we got our second wheat penny. That's only the second thing I've dug, and both times it's been wheat pennies. This one I cannot get a year on. It is too corroded. But oh wait, maybe we can see it here. I think it's 1940 something. Cool. Keep on going. Again, I think we're working in these soil that was dug up. So hopefully we'll keep finding some older stuff in here. See you on the next. Oh, there's a ship on there. No way. I see shilling. Wellington, no way. God. Oh my God, guys. This is crazy. Whew. This is now my oldest coin ever. This is amazing. We just got ourselves a Wellington token. Oh my God. Look at that. 1814 with Britannia on the side. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, I don't know what to say, man. But unbelievable. Another extremely old colonial token out of this place. Wow, we are just killing this, man. Oh boy. This is just a short hunt after dropping my daughter off at dance practice, so it's not going to be too much longer out here. Wow. See you on the next. Well, here's a short wrap up of our short hunt at the lake. We got 2 zinc pennies, 1 Canadian, 1 Zinken American, 1 modern Canadian, and the first 2 targets we dug were wheat pennies, and we got 1946 and 1941. We were working in those old reworked soils from when they did the project there. I think they dug a lot of the material up from the shore of the lake to put in the rock, and yeah, I think they've there's some super old stuff that got dug up into that, and well, the in less than a week we've dug our second super old colonial token out of there, and yeah, this thing is amazing. Wellington 1814 halfpenny token. This thing is in, I would say, pretty amazing shape for the age of it. I see a lot of people get these and they have a lot of corrosion, or they're worn very thin. But you can see the relief if you look at if you turn it to the light in the shadows. That has some amazing detail to it. That is just awesome. It even has a bit of the patinaed surface to it. A lot of times you'll see that sort of rough surface from corrosion, but this thing has got it's got some nice patina to it. This must have been buried. This must have been buried fairly deep somewhere. But yeah, that's really amazing. This just coming on the heels of that 1816 Brock token. So, man, I'm gonna pound this place. Pound it really hard and see what else we can pull out of there. Maybe we can pull out some super old silver. That would be the icing on the cake. But that is pretty amazing. We will see you on the next video. Please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.